Hello students, this is Subhan sir. Today we will start exercise 1.3. First question. Write the following in decimal form and say what kind of decimal expansion each has. Okay, so in this question particularly we will discuss about terminating and non-terminating decimal expansion. Okay, what do you mean by terminating and non-terminating? Terminating means when we divide a number by any other number, the division will stop at some point, maybe either after decimal, but it will stop after some time, after some division, it will stop. Then that type of division is called as terminating division. For example, 36 upon 100. Okay, so we will divide 36 by 100. Okay, what you will get? 0 point, then one more 0 will be there. Okay, then 100 3s are 300 minus 60 will be the remainder. Then due to decimal it will become 600. Then 100 into 6, 600 minus remainder 0. So 0.36 will be the decimal expansion. 0.36 will be the decimal expansion, and it is a terminating decimal expansion because it stops after 6. There is no need for any division and the remainder is 0. You can see. So it is a terminating decimal expansion. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now in the second question, 1 upon 11. So we will divide 1 by 11. Okay, now you see, again we will put decimal because we want to increase zeros over here. So suppose 0 point, then 1 0 will increase, but one more 0 is needed, so again 0, so it will become 100. Okay, 11 nines are 99, so 11 nines are 99. Okay, when you subtract you will get 1. Okay, again you want to make it as a 100. Okay, again you want to make it as a 100. So how you will make? Again you will put 0 here over here. Okay, it will become 100 and you will write 9. 11 nines are 99. Okay, on subtracting you will get again remainder 0. Again you will make 100 by putting one more 0 over here. Okay, and again 11 nines are 99. So this division will continue. Okay, it will not stop. Okay, if we divide it, it will not stop anywhere because always there is a remainder 1. Okay, so this decimal expansion if we divide 1 upon 1 by 11, we will get the decimal expansion of 0.09090909 and so on. Okay, it will continue to continue. Okay, it will not stop anywhere. So what we will do, 0.09 bar. Okay, we will put 0.09. On 09 you will put a bar. That means they are repeating continuously. So if they are repeating continuously, then we can say that there is a non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. Okay, non-terminating, that means it will not stop, but it will not stop when it is repeating again and again. So we will put one more word repeating over here. Non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. expansion. non-terminating repeating decimal expression. Now the next question number 3. 4 whole 1 upon 8. First of all, it is a mixed fraction, so we need to solve it as a fraction. So 8 multiply with 4 plus 1 whole upon 8. Okay, you will write this. Then it will become 8 4s are 32 plus 1 33 divided by 8. Now we will divide this 33 by 8. How we will divide 33 by 8? 8 4s are 32 minus, okay, 8 4s are 32. On subtracting, you will get 1. Okay, now we'll put decimal. It will become 10. 8 1s are 8 minus 2 will be the remainder. Now 2 will be the remainder. Now again, due to decimal, it will become 20. 8 2s are 16. 20 minus 16, 4. Due to decimal, it will become a 40. Okay, then 8 5s are 40, and the remainder will be 0. Remainder will be 0 over here. Okay, so the decimal expansion is 4.125. So it is a terminating decimal expansion. We'll write it is a terminating decimal expansion. Okay, now next question number 2. You know that 1 upon 7 equal to 0.42 bar 857. That means 1 upon 7, the value is given as 0.142 bar 857. Why bar is there on 2? Because 2 is repeating over here. Okay, so we have to calculate the value of 2 upon 7, 3 upon 7, 4 upon 7, 5 upon 7 and 6 upon 7 without actually doing the long division. That means we don't have to divide the values, but we have to obtain these values with the help of this 1 upon 7. Okay, so they are the simplest questions. I think you just need to multiply this fraction by 2, then by 3, then by 4, 5, then 6. So first of all, you will multiply 2 into 1 upon 7. Okay, 2 into 1 upon 7. This implies that 2 into the value of this decimal expansion, 0.142 bar 857. Now multiply this decimal with the whole number 2. So 0, see, 2 7s are 14, 1 carry, 2 5s are 10 plus 1 11. Again 1 carry on 8, 2 8s are 16 plus 1 17. Again 1 carry on 2, 2 2s are 4 plus 1 5 bar over here, and okay, 2 2s are 4 plus 1 5. Now 2 4s are 8, 2 1s are 2, okay, and 0.0. So 0.285 bar 714. That will be the value of 2 upon 7. Okay, that will be the value of 2 upon 7. Now the value of 3 upon 7. Okay, it will be solved like this only. 3 multiply into 1 upon 7. Okay, now we will write 3 multiply with 0.142 bar 857. Okay, now 3 will multiply. So 3 7s are 21. 2 carry. 3 5s are 15 plus 2, 17. 1 carry. 3 8s are 24 plus 1, 25. 2 carry. 3 2s are 6 plus 2, 8. Then 3 4s are 12. 2 1 carry. 3 1s are 3 plus 1, 4. So 0.42857. Okay, and on the third digit we'll put a decimal. Okay, we will put a bar over here. So similarly you can easily calculate the value of 4 upon 7, 5 upon 7 and 6 upon 7. Okay, similarly we will calculate the value of 4 upon 7. So 4 will multiply with 0.142 bar 857. Okay, now we will multiply the values. So 4 7s are 28. 2 will carry on 5. 4 5 is 20 plus 2, 22. And 2 will carry on 8. 4 8s are 32 plus 2, 34. 3 will carry on 2. 4 2s are 8 plus 3, 11. Okay, 4 2s are 8 plus 3, 11. Then 1 will carry on 4. 4 4s are 16 plus 1, 17. 1 will carry over here. 4 1s are 4 plus 1, 5. Okay, decimal 0. On the third digit we will put a bar. Similarly calculate the value of 5 upon 7. So 5 into 1 upon 7, that means 5 multiply with 0. Okay, I think it is clear now. 5 into 0.142 bar 857. So again we will multiply. So it will become 5 7s are 35, 3 carry. 5 5 are 25 plus 3, 28. And 2 carry. 5 5 are 25, 5 plus 3, 28. And 2 will carry on 8. So 5 8s are 40 plus 2, 42. 4 will carry on 2. 5 2s are 10 plus 4, 14. 1 will carry on 4. 5 4s are 20 plus 1, 21. 2 will carry on 2. 2 will carry on 1. 5 1s are 5 plus 1, 6. Okay, let me check once more. 5 7s are 35, 3 carry. 5 5 8s, 5 5 are 25 plus 3, 28, 2 carry. 5 8s are 40 plus 2, 2. And 4 carry on 2. Sorry, 5 8s are 40 plus 2, 2. And 4 will carry on 2. 5 2s are 10 plus 2, 10 plus 4, 14. 1 carry over here. 5 4s are 20 plus 1, 21. And 2 will carry on 1. 5 1s are 5. 5 1s are 5 plus 2, 7. Okay, yeah, over this is 7 will be there. Okay, 0.71425. Okay, 0.71425 and bar over here on 4. Now the value of 6 upon 7. 6 into 1 upon 7 it will become. Okay, that is the value of 6 upon 7. 6 multiply with 0.142 bar 857. 6 7s are 42, 4 carry. 6 5s are 30 plus 4, 34, 3 carry. 6 8s are 48 plus 3, 51. 5 carry. 6 2s are 12 plus 5, 17. 1 carry. 6 4s are 24 plus 1, 25. 2 carry. 6 1s are 6 plus 2, 8. 0.857 bar 857 1 bar 142. That will be the value of 6 whole 1 upon 7. Now we will proceed with the next question. The next question is, express the following in the form of P upon Q. where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Okay, so a repeating we can say the non-terminating decimal expansion will be given to us, and we have to find a fraction from that decimal expansion. So here I will tell you the method, and I will explain the method regarding the calculation of a fraction from a decimal expansion. Okay, so suppose 0.6 bar over here, that means 0.666 and so on. Okay, everyone know this. Whenever a bar is there, that means the terms are continuously repeating over here. The terms are continuously repeating. So now what we will do, we will assume this 0.6666 as x. Okay, here I am writing let x is equal to this. That means x is equal to what? 0.6666 and so on. Okay, now what we will do, in this equation, mark it as equation number 1. We will multiply by 10. Multiply both sides by 10. Why we are multiplying by 10? Because we want to shift the decimal over here. Okay, so as to shift the decimal, we should multiply by 10. So here it will become 10x is equal to 6.666 and so on. Okay, everyone is agree with this concept? Okay, 10 we multiply with 10, decimal will shift forward and it will become 6.666 and so on. It will be the equation number 2. Now what I am going to do, I will subtract equation number 1 from equation number 2. So subtracting equation number 1 from 2, so we will get 10x minus x is equal to 6.6666. Okay, and so on. Okay, and so on, minus 0.6666 and so on. So all these values after decimal 0. something 6666 and so on, these values will get cancelled. All these values get subtracted and you will get 10x. You will get on the right hand side you will get 6 only. Okay, because all these values are subtracted. Now here 10x minus x is 9x. 10x minus x means what? 9x. Therefore this implies that x is equal to 6 upon 9 dividing by 3. 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. You will get the fraction 2 upon 3. You will get the fraction 2 upon 3, and that is the required rational number, and we can say the required fraction which we want to find out. So 2 upon 3 is the required fraction. Now 0.47, second question, 0.47. In this question also we will take let x equal to, okay, always we will suppose x. So let x is equal to 0.47 bar, that means 0.47777 and so on. Okay, that means x is equal to this 0.47777 and so on. Okay, now we will multiply this equation, mark it as first equation. Okay, multiplying both sides by 10, so you will get what? 10x is equal to 4.7777. okay, you will get 4.7777 and so on. Now again mark it as second equation. Then we will do the same thing. We will subtract equation number first from equation number second. Then what you will get? 10x minus x is equal to 4.7777 and so on minus 0. Okay, here what is the value of x? 0.47777 and so on. Okay, so we will subtract this value. So we will subtract 0.4777 and so on. Okay, so all this 7 will get cancelled. 7 minus 4, 3, then decimal over here, and 4 minus 4 minus 0 is 4. So that means you will get 4.3 over here. Okay, 4.3 you will get, and here 10x minus x, you will get 9x. Okay, so 9x is equal to 4.3. That means we can write it as 43 upon 10. Okay, when you remove the decimal in the denominator, 10 will be there. So then what will be the value of x? X will be equal to 43 upon 9 into 10, 90. So 43 upon 90. That will be the required fraction. Now the fourth question. Express 0.9999 and so on in the form of P upon Q. Are you surprised by your answer? With your teacher and classmate, discuss why the answer makes sense. Okay, first of all, we will express this in the form of 0.99. Okay, so same method we will use. Let x is equal to 0.9999 and so on. Okay, mark it as equation number 1 multiplying. Okay, multiplying equation first, by 10. Okay, multiplying equation number 1 by 10. So 10x is equal to 10 multiply with this, then decimal will shift, so 9.9999 and so on. That is our second equation. Now subtracting equation number 1 from equation number 2. Okay, then you will get 10x minus x is equal to 9.9999 minus 0.9999. Okay, when you subtract, you will get 9 over here, and 10x minus x is what? 9x. X will be equal to 9 upon 9. 9 and 9 cancel, x equal to 1. So I think you all may be surprised by getting the value of x is equal to 1. The reason is that 0.999 and so on is a very close value to 1. Okay, it is a very closest value of 1. That means we are just going near 1. So this value can be considered, or we can say this value can be considered or regarded, or we can say that it is similar or equal to 1. So the value of 0.999 is equal to 1. That is why we are getting x equal to 1. The rest of the questions I have given you as a homework. I hope this concept is clear to you. Thank you.